There are 26 letters in the alphabet, each one with a different name. And all 26 letters of the alphabet come in different sizes and shapes. And when the letters come together, it makes it even better, 'cause one thing is for sure: all the letters come together to make something better, like words and so much more.
Sing it with me now.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs, that's the alphabet symphony. That's the alphabet symphony.
Hi guys, Mrs. Watson here.
Mrs. Carpenter. And the letter for today is C.
Alright, I'm going to show you how to make the letter C, and you will have a chance to watch another video and practice this again later. But this is the uppercase C. It goes curved around like that, and the lowercase c starts down here at the midline and curves around like that. So they look just alike. One is big and one is small, the uppercase and lowercase. All right, there it is. I'll give you a close-up look there. Whoop, there you go.
Now let's see how my mouth says the letter C. K. Ooh, did you hear that? My tongue hit the top of my mouth. K. You try it. K. Now I'm going to show you with my hand. You're going to make a letter C. You do it.
Oh, wrong hand.
And you're going to put it right next to your neck. K. 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 Good trying, guys. Okay, let's listen to some words with the letter K. Cat. You say it. Cat. Cute.
Cute.
Cub.
Cub.
Cut.
Cut.
And one more. Candy.
Candy.
Did you hear your tongue hit the top of your mouth? K. K. Now we're going to hear some words, but the letter K is going to be at the end. And our friend Mr. Cub is going to help us. Sometimes these letters might be a K, but it still sounds like a K, a C. Here we go. Mike.
Mike.
Pick.
Pick.
Lick.
Lick.
And sack.
Sack.
Good job, guys.
All right, so we have shown you what the letter C looks like. You've heard what the letter C sounds like. And now today, all day, you're going to get to look and listen for the letter C wherever you go. So have a great day, guys.
Bye.
Let's learn how to make the uppercase C. Once again, use your helper hand to hold your paper and hold your pencil correctly. If you remember the uppercase O, we talked about starting over here like on a clock with number 1 or number 2, not starting at the top. The C is the same way, and if you remember, we went backwards for the O. We went counterclockwise. Remember about talking about the clock. The C is the same thing. The only difference between the C and the O is that this is open. They don't touch each other. The O we closed up, but the C stays open. So we're going to start over here like number 1 or number 2 on a clock. We're going to go over, around, and open. Leave it open. So let's try a couple. Over, around, open. Over, around, open. Over, around, open. Okay, let's trace the smaller ones. Over, around, open. Over, around, open. Over, around, open. over, around, open. Mrs. Wathen didn't do too good on that one, did I? Okay, we're going to try some that have our starting points. Here's our dots. That tells us where to start. Remember, it's not at the top. It's over to the side, like in the middle, like on a clock. If you could picture a clock right here, there'd be a 1 or a 2 right there. So we'll put our pencil here. We go over, and we went up to the top. So we went over, around, and open. Over, around, open. Over, around, open. Over, around, open. Okay, I'm going to show you some mistakes that people make when they get ready to make the letter C. Just like the uppercase O, the uppercase C looks just like its lowercase. They're exactly the same. So one thing that people do is they don't make them big enough. That's a lowercase. An uppercase is going to touch the top line and the bottom line. You see that? A lowercase one is going to be much smaller. So if you are supposed to be writing an uppercase C, it needs to be big. Another thing that people do is they don't start over where the number 1 and number 2 would be. They start up here at the top, and then they go like that. And it doesn't really look like a C. It looks just kind of like a squiggle line. So that's really, we need it to be over here and over here. Sometimes they do too much. Sometimes they go almost all the way to the top. And then that looks too much like an O. Okay? So you have to practice where to start and where to stop in order for it to look like a C. And it's okay when you're practicing and learning to go slow. Okay? This is not a race. You need to go slow and practice it the correct way. So once more, you start over here where the 1 or the 2 on a clock would be. You go up and over, around, and you leave it open. This is another one that it may take a little bit of extra practice for some of you to really get it. But it's important that you get it made correctly, because there's no sense in writing if people can't read what you write. Writing is a way to tell people information, things you want to say. And if we can't read it, we can't know what you want to say. So don't be upset if we make you practice this one a little bit more in order to get it correctly. So this is how you make the uppercase C. Let's learn how to make the lowercase c. First, let's review the uppercase C. The uppercase C is one big curve around. You start at the number 1 or number 2 of the clock. And as you can see, the lowercase c looks just like the uppercase C, only it's smaller. The uppercase C touches the top line and the bottom line. The lowercase c only goes to the midline and touches the bottom line. So it should be fairly simple for you. You just have to make them smaller. So you start at the number 2 and you go backwards on the clock, around and open. Around, open. Around, and we leave it open. Around, open. Okay, let's try a few more. Around, open. Around, open. Around, open. Around, open. Okay, they've given you your starting point. So we go to the midline only, down to the bottom line, and leave it open. Nothing up here above the midline. Around, open. Around, open. Around, open. Okay, usually there's not very many problems with the letter C. Kids don't usually struggle with that. The only thing is if you happen to go the wrong direction, it would be backwards. So remember, it goes backwards on the clock, or we also call that counterclockwise. You go backward on the clock. Okay? This is the lowercase c.